What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle, and today we're doing another viewer run. This one is from Not Stormy Today, someone that has been in the community for a good minute now, usually posting cool stuff, so thank you for hanging around all this time. And we are going to do a Blood Moon, I believe, Blood Moon. We're going to do a Blood Moon Swine fight. This is a boss battle, so if you don't want to see a Warren's boss, if you're worried about spoilers, go ahead and bounce. Otherwise, I am going to be talking about this. I don't know if this is a flex or not. I should ask them what it is, but yeah. Alright. Let's see. Let's get started. I was going to tell you to do all the regular stuff like comment, subscribe, and all that, but who cares? Who honestly cares? This is Stygian. You can tell by the death count. So Blood Moon has 16 deaths, and Stygian has 12. So I do not see Stygian gameplay often. I have not played Stygian myself. I feel like Blood Moon is harder in a few ways, mainly because of the spillover from the courtyards to Infestation. Those enemies are kind of tough. But at the same time, you get extra time and then more deaths, which is fine. And Crimson Upside, that's another bonus. And I think Stygian's harder for Torchless because you can't hide in the courtyard, like I did. Slain by Wilbur. Alright. Is that week 20? Excuse me. Oh, 70. That looks pretty standard for a hard mode playthrough. Like, you lose people at the start to some nonsense, and then stuff afterwards happens. Like, you lose them early to nonsense, like, whatever, and then you don't lose anyone for a while because you actually get gear and get some upgrades, and then you start running into deaths, probably at Champion, just because Champion is still very threatening. And so I have never seen something like this, but I've heard of this. Like, I've heard a couple people mention this, where either you have, like, Antsy or whatever, and you just let them sit out of town, and they're not afflicted in town. So you can notice this Musketeer is not afflicted. And so we're bringing a maxed out Stress Musketeer with 2 Virtue Trinkets. This is some very high IQ Virtue farming. We have Unerring. That's one of the best things for Arbalest and Musketeer. Musketeer is a reskin Arbalest, for those of you who don't know. The abilities play the same. The only difference is 1 trinket between them besides how they look. And so this is a very good loadout for the Warrens. I think this is my favorite one. So we have Sniping, then we have Smokescreen, which is minus crit and accuracy, which is very good to shut down backline threats, or things like Swinotar that run into the backline. Then Heal's obviously very good, and then we're going to need the Flare. Interesting team too. Usually people, like, a lot of people don't like running Arbalest or Musketeer and Vestal together because that's like 2 healers. But having Vestal on the team really frees up Musketeer in this case to just do damage, and that's really cool. So this is someone that's beaten the game. You can tell by the thing up here. So this is someone that's been to one of the final missions. And so, let's see, standard healer loadout, standard stuff here. So bonus stun, bonus healing. And I like the use of Ancestor Scroll because you can move this to Crusader if you want to stress heal, for instance. So that's going to be nice. Hopefully we do that. We may not need to, but that'd be nice. So we have Hard Skin, Steady. These are both pretty solid. I probably would have locked one of these, but we are broke. So I guess not. It's understandable. The Necromania might come into play here, I think, with the oh, we have Warren Scrounger too for scouting, but the Bone Piles. I might be wrong. Okay. Beast Slayer really good here. Fengophobia kind of sucks. This is bonus stress at High Torch. And then Hard Skin, this is 10 prot. I do like any form of defensive quirk on a Highwayman, because if you're going to be riposting, as we are right here, then having defensive stuff really helps because you want to get hit and you want to not die getting hit. So that's really good. Focus Ring, very strong. So Hard Skin, Focus Ring, these kind of have this weird inverse synergy where you lower your dodge, but then you're still, like, safe from a lot of on-hit damage. So that's interesting. I don't know if I quite like this, but I'm not saying not to run Focus Ring on this character. I do it all the time too. Then we have Crescendo Box. This is 2 speed and 15 damage plus stress. Highwayman does not care about stress because he kills everything, so he works all the stress off. We have Tracking Shot for bonus damage. The Swine fight can be pretty long. I shouldn't say pretty long. It can be about like 6 turns. That's usually enough time to get some value out of this. And also Snipe Hook Pigs. I can see that happening. And then open vein, very good here. And then we have duelist. I disagree with no pistol shot. It's not upgraded. And then we have grape shot, also not upgraded. That's fine. Like, who cares about grape shot? Sorry, Thick. But we have pistol shot here that would be nice to level up. So we have like a pure melee highwayman, which is kind of wild here. So we have a pure melee highwayman, right? No, we have point blank for this like dance up front. Then we have smite, no stunning blow. I'd prefer stunning blow here, like over probably battle heal, because we have 2 healers in the team already. These 2 are gonna press heal before this character. He's most likely pressing Inspiring Cry, so I think Stunning Blow is really good, because Stunning Blow is going to prevent more damage than this. And then we could have swapped Trinkets for that, because we're losing a bit of damage. We have Accuracy, and yeah, so we have bonus Accuracy, but then also minus damage, I think, from this Trinket. So I would have preferred Stun in this case, but then we're kind of missing rank 1 damage besides Highwayman, but whatever. So we have 7% bonus crit, which is cool. Then we have Unerring, so no Zealous build. Warren's Adventure, I think this is minus stress in Warren's. And then we have 10 accuracy, 10 prot. This is just a great trinket. I'd probably put this on Dismas and then move the focus ring to Crusader, because that way Dismas can stay alive a bit better. But who's honestly, like, who's dying on this team outside of like a stun and like a damage over time effect? Probably take 2 shovels, but I understand. There's a lot of good pathing in here, so we don't need the extra shovels. These medicinal herbs is to hopefully hit a barrel and get a damage bonus. I probably take 1 key. Depends how long we want to stay after this. So the thing that kind of sucks here, I love this idea. I love the idea of getting a virtue off the bat if possible. I think we're at 70% virtue chance, which might be the cap. I think 70 or 75 is the cap. I can't remember. So we're pretty close to cap virtue chance, so we should get this. And it's like, that's cool. We get a virtue on this musketeer, but then she has no like bonus damage or accuracy, and she's kind of at the mercy of whatever virtue she gets. She might not get a good one. They're all pretty good, but she might not get a great one. So I'm gonna skip the text here. So where's the boss? Top right?
It must be destroyed.
Probably top right.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Oh, does she have to take like 1 instance of stress in order to hit the virtue check? Yeah, I would move up to the middle room too, because the benefit of moving to the middle room in the Warren's grid is that if you hit a scout, it hits all this. Because right now, if we walked over this way, we hit a scout, we just get like these 2 rooms. And maybe back to here if we get a double scout, and that's not that good. But getting up here, if we hit a double scout, we pick up most of the dungeon in one go. So that's a very good chance to get a secret room. So Warren's is one of the few places where pathing is a big deal. Do not torch books. That was just to hit the stress and virtue. No!
Than 100 cannons.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What's up, Echo? My cat was asleep. He woke up now. He wants to play with me. I gotta buy him a new toy. You guys haven't yet? I've been a bad cat dad. Oh my god, why? This is such a... Like, what happened, dude? Like, this is clearly a case of play better. I'm kidding. Like, you had the high percentage virtue, didn't get it. Got the disease on the first vomit. Miss on the big hit. You get shot. I never seen her act out like that. This has been interesting. I don't know if I went for that. Clearing the mark. I can see why, because the oh, she marked him. Because this happens anyway. And this stupid worm. This worm is such a bad enemy. Because it can ignore its own mark mechanic and just not care. And then it can, I have not seen this in a long time where just back-to-back disease. But, what you call it? Like, if we didn't have to cleanse that mark, we could have shot the worm. I probably still would have went for it, because the big worm, what's dumb about it is it can just ignore trying to mark you. Because the way it's supposed to operate is it's supposed to hit you with weaken prey, which... Good dodge with the focus ring. It's supposed to hit you with weaken prey. And when you get hit by weaken prey, it marks you, and then it bites you with devour for massive damage. You're also seeing why we need pistol shot, because we could have cleaned up this spitting pig that's already put out 2 diseases. But the... What? This is beyond unlucky. I will not complain about my luck for an entire day after seeing this. Oh my goodness. Okay, get more effective value out of group heal. But oh, it might be another disease. See, this is what I'm saying. This thing, it's critting. I don't get it. This is literally, this might be the worst run I've seen.
Perhaps the turning point.
Because I watched Bears run, and that was like old DD. So there's some things that weren't in yet that would have made his life easier, like the Highwayman rework, and Vestal couldn't stun out of rank 2. So there are a few things that just were unfortunate for him. This person right now has the only like questionable thing that has happened is not using pistol shot. Because not having pistol shot in that first room, that pig got off like 2 extra diseases that it wasn't supposed to get because of that. But otherwise, making good use of the stress thing. This is very smart, actually. So I like this. This is a really cool thing to watch. Because I don't see this often. Actually, like never. I've heard about this, like I said before, but I never see this. Death blow, sure, for minus speed. Yeah, what I was gonna say is the big worm. Back to that point, the big worm. It can ignore its own mark mechanic, and it can just spam devour. And it can just fish for like a 30 damage crit. And it's really, really not fun. So I don't know why that's even a thing. I like how there are just books all over the place for this to happen, by the way. Man, imagine if we had 3 virtues.
Many fall in the face of
This is cool.
but not this one. Not today.
But I didn't think books were plentiful enough to make this happen, which is pretty interesting. I do like the idea of leaving the idol on Musketeer instead of the hero ring, because the hero ring is effectively nothing right now, and having having the death blow resist might do something. This is a case for smokescreen. Yeah, good. This is one of the times smokescreen's pretty good. But what I want to draw attention to as well is just notice how we probably shouldn't have stunned there, because we already hit it with smokescreen. So we're already depending on the accuracy. Like we did one thing to lower its effective damage by hitting it with smokescreen, so we didn't have to hit it with stun afterwards. But what I want to draw attention to is that tracking shot I don't think has been hit yet. It might have been hit in the first round, or the first fight. I have to double check. I'm gonna double check right now. So what are we at, 713? But let's see. So I'm curious. Have we hit tracking shot?
Exposed to a killing. A victory.
Okay. No. So we didn't hit tracking shot in that fight either. So far, tracking shot has not been pressed. Which means it's not doing anything for us right now. Shouldn't stun here because of the stun amulet, but sometimes he just stuns you anyway because he just does that. Yeah, we definitely should have shot on turn 1. Or stun the worm. I probably would have stunned the worm. Look at, here it comes. This is what I'm saying. This enemy. Oh my god, dude. I hate seeing that. It just does it. It just decides, you know what? I'm going to ignore doing mark. I'm just going to bite you for 30 damage. It would have been 30 without hard skin. And so that's why I know it can crit up to 30 damage, because I've seen it do it to me so many times. Here it goes. It's just going to keep hitting devour. Just keep doing damage. That was a massive, massive heal. Alright, at least we wasted that, dude. Did he get yelled at? He did. Come on, Musketeer. So I think the group heal... I think his stun was better there. Because we just took 10 plus 4 with the healing debuff. So we just took minimum 15 damage there. For not stunning. When he healed... We healed like 16? Might heal like 18 or something like that. So it's not the end of the world. I don't know if Open Vein was better there. Like, we have the healing output to just tank this. It's not a big deal, but... in the interest of... I don't know. I don't want to say, like, optimal play, but just safe play. Good part is, too, since we have Zealous... I think we have Zealous. Do we have Zealous Speech? Like, we can camp and just hit Zealous Speech and wipe out most of the stress right now. It's kind of nice. We're also going left. I think we should go right. I'm pretty sure the boss is to the right. Actually, it might depend. Sometimes depending on where the entry door spawns, can change this up. Like, that happened to me before. Like, I forgot what it was. Like, I think the entry door was the top corner, and the one that looked like it was supposed to be the room was 4 away, and then there's one that was like 5, or it might have been 3 and then 4. Buff, what is that? Accuracy and crit? Giving everyone Tiger's Eye? It's a pretty good virtue. The other thing that I'm not a huge fan of with afflictions is a lot of the times, like, virtues are amazing, but it feels like an affliction is still worse. It doesn't feel like they're one-to-one. It feels like an affliction causes way more damage than a virtue can fix. So it kind of like robs you of the feeling of heroics, which I know is something like the game's big on. It wants you to like have those heroic moments.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Yeah. I don't know if I should even call this a Warren's TM moment, you know? Like the running joke with Warren's TM is just because the Warren's is such a BS area. In a lot of circumstances. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the boss is to the right, top right. But the player may not know that. Or they're just fishing for loot, I don't know. Trying to pad the video timer. Usually Warren's bosses are very short. Just because you can get there in like 3 rooms. 3 or 4 rooms. Yeah, I like shooting there. We're gonna get hit with Boar Spear, but we have her post up. Even though this is a Pig Spear. This is like one of the opportune times to use Smokescreen. Let's say hopefully we don't push him back so we don't give him a second charge. He's got like 140, right? Move resist? Yeah. But this is what I was about to say. We can counter Pig Spear a little bit with group heal. So it kind of helps out here. Devour. Let me just do it. Sorry about that. Had to deal with some ambient noise. But we're back now. And we are retreating. Running to the back. And what's coming up? Duelist. Some good damage. Good crits. Highwayman's still doing the dang thing right now. Our heal's pretty good. That was the case for Tempo Zap. TBH. We're not getting through that body in one turn. Yeah. Gotta chip away at that stress bar. Okay, no crit on Musketeer or something, so that's pretty good. Don't want her to take any more extra stress if she doesn't have to. Nice. So we leave the body up for now. We should shoot the body this turn. So the reason we shoot the body this turn is because the bigger corpse has a bit more HP to chew through. And we want this thing to still hit Trot Retreat and waste its turn, and then we want to kill the body that turn. But we're pretty close to just killing it outright. So I guess we should just go for it. It's got 10 HP, yeah. And it's just spamming backhand. So, in this instance, my choice of play was not good, sadly. But I think consistently it's usually the thing to do. Yeah, Vessel just cleaning everyone up in just literally 2 casts. Alright, we're almost under 100 stress. 5 to 10. Let's get that bleed. Perfect. We can just do whatever we want for the rest of the turn. Fishing for crit heals right there.
Monster's size has no intrinsic
Bro.
merit, unless inordinate exsanguination.
Oh, good scout. Double scout? No, single scouts. Wait, what? We're gonna hit that trap for... Okay. I thought we were gonna pop out the door and snipe the trap under us. For free 8 stress healing. You can hit those from the door too, which is nice. It was like frame perfect torch, by the way. Okay, so we're just looking for loot, which is fine. There's a map. Scouting the rest of the dungeon, probably. It's the boss. It's kind of nice being able to see the entire map. Like, what if you could see the map the entire time? Like, in every single dungeon, you could always see the entire map. I think that would just... Like, obviously that would make the game much easier for a variety of reasons, but also take a lot of the tension out of it. Secret room? Yep. So if you ever have the map scouted, and it tries to scout again, it's a secret room. Like, every time. So that's pretty nice. Are we trying to, like, virtue farm on Highwayman? I see. This is a really smart way to do it. So it looks like... I feel like they're trying to find a way to give Highwayman more stress and the focus ring. Although Musketeer got nailed with that. The other thing too is we're virtue farming for Swine. We're not even virtue farming for Crew, where it's like more applicable. Oh, he's debating on letting him starve.
Force of will can overcome a failing body.
Dang, we could have had 4 virtues. I like how Musk was the one most prepared for it and just didn't get it.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but
This
yonder
is so funny.
a glint of gold.
Put the trinkets on. Yeah, leave the scroll on for a while. Can I put the Ancestor's Ring on? I don't know. We don't really need the accuracy. Can't feast. Feels bad.
The battle may yet be won.
We're also very close. It's weird. The starving was not only tactical, but like almost required. Marching Plan, not that good for the boss. Marching Plan's an amazing ability. Well, surprisingly not that strong for the boss. Are we gonna hit the... Oh, it's gonna hit... Is it gonna hit her? Gallows? Gallows, though? I would like Bless on Highwayman. Oh, no Gallows. What was the other thing? It was, must have been... Was it Marching Plan? Yeah, I think I heard marching plan. Yeah. Musketeer and Arbalest are two different characters with the same moveset, and then they have the same sound effect for marching plan. Doesn't really make sense why she'd be marching or something like that. Oh, maybe.
Promise of safety.
I don't know. Oh, no key. Sag. No key means no trap gems. The trap remix gems. I think we go up. Like, yeah, we can disarm that thing for stress, but we already camped. Just go take that fight and then fight the boss. This has been a roller coaster of a run so far. You had like the Giga Brain Virtue strats that just happened to not work on Musketeer, who was the most prepared for it. But this is, in terms of averages, this is pretty close to what you would see. You get one out of 4
Spirits are lifted.
are afflicted. More diseases. I forgot we had a bunch of disease on the team, though. How many more are we gonna get?
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
This is like physically painful. Maybe we should shoot rank 2. Alright, crit one time. Not the pig though, but like Dismiss.
Lapse in
I should say Highway Man. Just crit kill it. Just we deserve that kind of luck for the horrors we have endured. Alright, good. Probably consider a stress heal. Although the boss doesn't really do stress outside of crits. Could use tracking shot there. When you got the damage bonus, it wouldn't have mattered, I guess. Actually, no, I don't think you can tracking. You either can't tracking in rank 1 or you can't tracking into rank 1.
but a victory nonetheless.
So, I can't remember. Should probably take the book off Musketeer. Because if you want to go the flare route, this team's actually, this is something we have to talk about. This team's actually pretty dangerous for the boss. Because we don't have like a lot of prot stacking or whatever to soak the damage. Musketeer is afflicted, so her stats are lower right now. Like her stun resist specifically. And people, there's something a lot of people say, they go, oh, I can just bring Arbalest or Musketeer and this fight's over. And it's like, no. Your team should have at least 2 layers of defense. It should have your primary strategy, which in this case is Musketeer, and then it should have like another one, which is either Suffer or Endure, or not Endure, Suffer, Sandstorm, Aegis, Guard. Like, you should always have a backup strategy in case Musketeer gets marked, because she can't cleanse it off herself, or she gets stunned, which is something that is very possible at Veteran and Champion. So really, what happens here is going to be, like, the ease of this fight is really just dependent on how nice Wilbur is about to be to us. Because Wilbur could just put his Doritos in the blender with his Mountain Dew and make a gamer smoothie and just absolutely teabag this team right now. I like that 7 crit on a Crusader, though. See, now tracking's fine. Oh, we only had rank 1 pistol shot, too. Best voice line? One of the best voice lines.
It is a travesty. A blundering mountain.
It is a travesty.
Hatred and
I could resist. Healing up, very cool. Alright, we should use tracking, because we're not using tracking on turn 1, we shouldn't be using it at all. Because, like, we're just losing effective damage. Like, if the later we wait to press tracking, the more damage potential we're losing. And it just becomes not worth it. After, like, 3 turns, it's not worth touching.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Alright, good job. I would have considered taking off a couple things, like the book. I would have took off the book. I would have took off, perhaps, Crusader's Commander Order, or whatever it is. Because it lowers his damage, and we need some damage. We don't need, like, 33% bonus healing for this fight. We have 2 healers. Alright, we're getting very kind rolls here from Wilbur. Probably go for a stun. Okay. I actually don't remember what the stun chance is. He might have 150 at this point. So it might be out of stun range.
Impressive.
Just crit twice. That's good stuff. All that bonus crit coming in clutch. Oh, it gets rid of the mark! And this is why this boss is like a big jerk sometimes. I don't want to swear on YouTube, but you can cleanse the marks and he can just do that crap. Like, it's one of those things that feels bad. It's the same thing that happens with the tentacle worm, where you feel like you disarmed the bomb successfully and then it can still do something like that to you. And there's some people that think that's okay, and they're right to think that, but I don't like that. I don't like that feeling personally, because it's like I did everything right. The game still just did some stuff, and I got mega punished for it. But yeah, we're just waiting on Wilbur. Oh, the thing I was gonna say too is, I'm surprised the flare cleanses stuff when it misses, because if it misses normally, it doesn't de-stealth enemies. But I didn't realize you still got the other bonus effects. That's good. Keeps us healthy. Oh, that's right, we can't riposte on this fight because we're gonna counter kill Wilbur.
The wounds of war,
This is probably the one fight Highwayman's not that good in,
but never hidden.
which is surprising. Okay, his Crusader's crit 3 times out of 3 hits. This Crusader's putting the team on his back right now. Oh, here it comes. As I was saying. Now what are we gonna do? Oh no. No. Who knows? We might style on Swine here. Like, maybe we'll kill him on the first thing. Or like, maybe we'll kill Wilbur and then kill him like right after. Alright, here it comes. Unless we get a sick, nasty stun. Wait a minute, we can cleanse it? Uh-oh. No, don't kill Wilbur! Please! I probably would have zapped there. Like, we need all the damage we can find right now. So I'd be trying to get as much Vestal damage in there as possible. Four hits out of 5 have been crits. Why didn't we get obliterated last turn? Alright, here we go. Wilbur's deciding to be a gamer, but we're getting crits. We can't be stopped. Alright, Riposte is gone. Zap it. It's got 140 stun resist. So we're at 10% chance. Just zap it. Zap it. Zap it. Zap it. Good. The tempo zap. Okay. That wasn't that bad. I feel like obliterate body or whatever is potentially more dangerous. I don't know. Like, the cleave is threatening, but maybe it just doesn't hit hard enough compared to this, the endless one. Group healing. Yeah. Can't use smoke screen here. This is 4 out of like 6 hits. Like 5 out of 6. I don't even know anymore, dude. I've lost track. I have lost track. Stunning the DPS. Oh, I see. I think I understand the virtues now. Because virtue gives you, obviously, he should attack us here. But virtue gives you bonus resist. So, I think he's just dead, right? He's dead. So that makes resisting the stun better. So I could see why we did that. Besides just showing off. So very lucky here. I thought he did it immediately when Wilbur died. I thought he did the enrage, but he didn't.
Horrible in death. Liquefaction cannot come soon enough.
Liquefaction. Alright, so good job, not Stormy. That was an interesting way to go about it for this dungeon and this fight. And I'm very sorry that the luck was absolutely dreadful at the start. So, I think for now, considering what I have, I think I'm closing submissions for this series, unless you're like a new player that really needs help. And I'll just like do it as quick as I can at that point. But like a lot of the stuff I have left are flex runs, so I think I'm just gonna stop taking submissions for this series, at least for now. Who knows, if DD2 doesn't come out by September or whatever, and we're still waiting on stuff and I've gotten through all these, then I'll take a couple more. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Check out the box below for all the cool stuff. Join Discord. That's how you send these to me. Join Discord and send them. We have a channel there. Make sure to tag me or DM it. Don't just post it there. I don't usually check every channel every day. But that's it for this one. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.